All right, how's everybody tonight? Having a good night, hopefully. We've got just one break tonight. That is Allen and Ginter baseball. It looks like that we're going to have some unpaid stuff. Of course, we'll check it again after I go over the information to see if the payments come in. But as it sits right now, it looks like we're going to have a couple of unpaid teams there potentially. But let's go ahead and go over our information and then see where things land. Excuse me. My asthma is bad today, FYI. So you might hear some throat clearing and coughing and whatnot, and I'll apologize in advance, but it is kind of kicking my tail a little bit today, that old asthma. All right, so feedback. It is set to be automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. No waiting. Yay. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me on this Thursday night. I've kind of thought it was Friday all day, but it's not. It's Thursday. This is a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow we have a new release, and it is XR football. So we're going to be opening a 15-box case of XR football tomorrow night, Friday night. Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights. We'll be back on Monday night opening an 8-box half case of Chronicles baseball. And that is break number 3, but it is actually the back end of a case, just FYI. Then on Tuesday, we're going to roll through some memorabilia again. It'll be another 4-box case of Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets and a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 3 autograph football jerseys. Shipping. Here's what you need to know about shipping. Monday is when I expect this to be out the door and on the way to you. As always, that is plus or minus a day. So if my week gets hosed up somewhere along the way, could be a day later. And if everything goes absolutely brilliantly and or I don't sleep at night, it might go out a day earlier. But as it stands right now, I kind of think it's going to be Monday. Consolation cards could come into play realistically, probably just for one category, which is the DNA pins and relics category. That one usually doesn't hit. Occasionally it might, but more often than not it doesn't. So if you have that category and you don't hit, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since it's a paid shipping break. And every other category, I believe, is going to hit something in there. So there is that. Now, I'm going to bring you back to me for a minute. And let's go take a look at these unpaid team situation and see where we sit. Okay, so it looks like I have got the Brewers and the Mariners are our 2 unpaid teams tonight. And I've got to go into this to see what there were. Because, you know, when it shows you the total, that's got like tax and shipping and everything. So I've got to click into it to see what it was per team. So it looks like the Brewers sold for $10.50 and the Mariners sold for $32.50. Making the pair of them together $43. If anyone would like the Brewers and or the Mariners, please do let me know. And of course, as always, priority would go to someone who wanted both of them. And if nobody wants both, then we could sell them out individually. And if no one wants either of them, we might just keep on trucking because, you know, it's $40. I can live with it if it doesn't get paid if nobody wants it. It's not one that we'll sit around and wait on forever, in other words. So if you want it, jump in, let me know. Let me, in the meantime, update the spreadsheet so that I can reflect it's unpaid, and then we'll move on down the road. All right, so that is the Brewers and the Mariners. Where are you? There you are, Mariners. Hi, couldn't find it there for a second. It's bad. It's been a long day, hasn't it? Well, maybe not for you. It's been a long day for me, though, somehow. I don't know. Okay, so picking up where we left off, it looks like this. It is a 6-box half-case break of Allen Ginter baseball. This is the back half of a case. This is break number 6. Ended tonight on eBay, same night we're breaking it, which is Thursday night, the 22nd of October. Our team names are on one side, our winning bidders crossed from each team on the opposite side, And, of course, the Brewers and the Mariners, our two unpaid teams. And you'll notice we have several non-baseball categories down there. Non-baseball celebrity, DNA and pen relics, bugging out, booming cities and safari sites, down on the farm, the digging and the skyscraper, and then monsters, nine ways first base, and citadels and strongholds. So those, of course, as we come across them, I'll kind of point out to you what they are so that you know the first time you see them. But just understand that that stuff does go to its own category. All right. So that is that. Let's get you back here to me. And, all right. Let me catch up on chat here real quick and we'll get underway. Jay Allen's here. Hi, and JP. And damn USA, Texas. I think. Oh, Jay Allen, you're finally getting your inhaler filled. That's good. I am waiting for my refill to come in the mail, although I still have, looks like 58 left on my last one. I know that because it's right here next to me, because I'm sure I'm going to be using it in a minute. Robert is interested in the Mariners. Yeah, GP, unfortunately, we need to get it paid up tonight. That's the reason, we would sell it rather than let it pinned on eBay. Yeah, we got to get them paid up before we break if we're going to move them, but I appreciate the sentiment there. And in this instance, guys, I would need to move them both because they are both the same bidder, so I couldn't move one without the other. Sometimes they're different bidders, but this one is the same person. So I've got somebody who's interested in the Mariners. If anybody wants the Brewers tonight, let me know. And if not, I guess we'll have to leave the Mariners and the Brewers together there, unfortunately. Riding with the eBay person, so. Gene is asking how much on, I'll have to pull that up again. Hang on. I had closed out of that. Sorry, and I don't remember. I should, but I don't. And I just looked at it, so let me just get it pulled back up again real quickly here. I know what the two of them were together, but I don't know what they are individually, but I'm about to find out. Okay, so the Brewers were $10.50, the Mariners were $32.50, and Robert said he was interested in the Mariners. Oh, now he's saying he might want them both. Okay, so you're going to take them both, Robert? All right, well, if you want them both, then we'll be good to go. I can just switch this over to you. I'm going to need to cancel it out on eBay and update my spreadsheet. While I am doing that, Robert, if you want to shoot over the money to us here at that email address that I just typed in, if you can send that by way of PayPal. Sorry, I'm multitasking. What I'm going to do is cancel this out on eBay while you're working on that, and then I'm going to update the spreadsheet, and then we're going to be ready to go. And thank you, Robert, for that. I appreciate it very much. So let's, first things first, I'm going to get in here and close it out on eBay. Yeah, I had one I need to close out last night that was unpaid, and it would never let me close it out. Even today, it's unpaid, but you can't cancel it. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. All it does is give you a weird error message that says there's a problem with an item in the order, but like it doesn't tell you what it is, can't cancel it, can't fix it. Really super weird from last night. Don't know. All right, so we are closed out on the eBay part. And I believe you said you are Spiffy Collectibles, so let me get that pasted in here. And we're almost ready to go, guys. Thank you for your patience. Oh, shoot. I messed something up, obviously. I guess you could tell by the shoot, right? Yeah, I did, but I fixed it, I think. No, I didn't. All right. We'll do it the long way. Okay, so there goes that. And we'll get that updated. Almost ready, almost ready. Okay. Just make sure we are squared away here, and I think we are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mess with your focus a little bit. I know, so mean, right? Your background's going to get blurry. That's intentional. I don't want you to worry about that. It's actually going to allow us, if I can get it set in the exact right spot, that is, it's going to let us look at our cards up closer than we would otherwise be able to, and it won't have all that dumb zooming in and out while we're trying to do stuff, because I don't like that at all. That makes me crazy, so we don't want to have that happen, okay? All right, so Robert says he is all squared away on PayPal. So thank you for that, sir. We appreciate that. And what we are looking for here, 3 of some combination of these cards per box. So that could be an autograph card, a relic card, a rip card, printing plates, and booklets. And of course, we're going to find all kinds of other interesting stuff in there too. But that's what I'm going to say we'll call our hits, if you will. Box loader in each box as well, so we're going to have box loaders to take a look at too. And Jay Allen, you were here for the first half of this. Did we hit any of the rip cards? I want to say we didn't hit the rip cards or the hot box, I don't think, in the first half of this case. Now, of course, I wouldn't swear to it. We've opened a lot of stuff in between. But that's why I'm asking Jay Allen. He's usually really good about helping me remember what came out of what half, because he's usually here with us. And Jay Allen, you've got the Phillies and the Rangers tonight. All right, we'll work on that. And Robert was just asking what was the first half of the case like. I cannot remember if this is one we pulled a booklet out of or not, honestly, but I don't think we pulled the hot box or either rip card. That I don't remember anyway that we did. There's Yadi Molina, and that is the St. Louis Cardinals, and that's our first box loader. Now, of course, you can get the full-size box loaders that look like that one. They have miniature size box loaders. Well, not exactly mini, but they're like a throwback size, and those are commonly referred to as N43. So we could find those. There are also box loaders that are rip cards, and we've had pretty good luck finding those this year. In fact, we had one case where we had 2. We had one in each half of the case, the best I recall. And I want to say we even had a third one in a different break. We've had quite a few of the top loader rip cards, which is nice. You might notice that I am taking the minis out as we go along, and we'll look at them first. That's primarily because of where they are in the pack. They're always trying to, like, fall out of the stack or, I don't know, get in the way somehow. So I just like to kind of shake them out the side and have them separate, and then we look at them first. So Jay Allen, you are in agreement that you don't think we hit the rip card, any of the rip cards or the hot box. Okay. All right, good. Very good. Yeah, see, I'm like you, Jay Allen. I can't remember if we hit a booklet in the first half of this case or not. We hit one, didn't we? But I don't remember if it was in, because it wasn't like Clayton Kershaw, but I just don't remember if it was in this particular case or if it was in a different case, or maybe even it was a totally different product and I'm just thinking it was this product. I don't know. I opened a lot of stuff, okay? So I don't know. I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did have a double rip in there with one of those box loader rips, too. Yeah, we've had pretty good luck with that stuff this year. Of course, the box loader rip cards are new. We didn't have those in past years, but we do now. Oh, please come out of there, Minnie. Sometimes they just argue with you. They're like kids, you know. They want to disagree with you. They don't want to come out of their stack. It was Kershaw in this product. Okay. All right. See, some not as bad as I thought, although kind of, because I couldn't remember for sure. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff between all the breaking and the sorting and the shipping. You know, I see a lot of different cards in any given day or any given week. It's sometimes hard to keep up with what's come out of what. But anyway, let's take a look and see what we have tonight. So this is a black border mini, and it is for the Pirates with Willie Stargell. Sorry. There is 9 ways to first base, a separate insert category, of course, because it's a non-baseball sort of deal there. Then you have one for the Diamondbacks. There come the Tampa Bay Rays, the Brewers, Houston Astros with the A and G back. We're going to find lots of these. This is the most plentiful non-baseball mini this year, and it's Where Monsters Live. And this particular one says In an Old Trunk, but we'll find lots of variations of Where Monsters Live, of course. Astros, the Cubbies. Here's our first one for Safari Sights, an elephant. Our first one for Bugging Out, a Hercules beetle. I don't know about that. There's the White Sox. And here's one for the Reds. The Red Sox. The Cubbies. The Nats. Monsters Live in the Closet. Got the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Colorado Rockies, and one for the Dodgers. This is a non-baseball celebrity. So basically that covers, it's a wide group of things that covers. So sports writers, sportscasters, athletes from other sports, regular writers, actors, comedians, skateboarders, tattoo artists, you name it. There's another non-baseball celebrity. So in other words, anybody that isn't, a baseball player basically, or a baseball manager as the case might be. So, yeah, that's where we are. Oh man, you still haven't decided if you're going to do that double rip or not? I can't believe you're still sitting there with that unripped. You have so much more control than I do. There is a Digging Deep, and we'll find lots of those. They feature various rocks or minerals or whatever, and that, of course, was a non-baseball celebrity, which I'll mostly just call celeb. We'll find many of these debut to remember cards. They are not numbered generally, but they are not as common as at least our base cards, so you'll see a few of those go through. There was another Digging. Obviously, we kind of keep moving through the base because this break does have a lot of cards in it, so we tend to move on the stuff that's base. That is a Field General insert. Joe Mauer was on that one. Again, those are typically not numbered. We'll see several before we're done. Non-baseball celebrity and a hit. Ooh, and a good hit. Oh, Spike Lee. Dang, that's nice. Yeah, so on-card autograph of Spike Lee ought to bring you a little bit of money. If you have non-baseball celebrity, I gotta think that's probably going to help your pocketbook a little bit. I guess your pocket, not really your pocketbook. I don't know why I said pocketbook. That's what my grandma used to say, my grandmother. She would have been 102 today, but sadly she passed a few years ago. But she would have been 102 years old today, so maybe she put pocketbook in my head. That was a skyscraper that went by, and this guy is actually, he looks like he'd be a baseball player the way he's dressed and whatnot, but he's not. He is a pitching analyst, so he goes to non-baseball celebrity. That's actually just an advertisement. Down on the Farm features, as you might expect, all kinds of farm-related things. That one, a tractor. That guy's celebrity, like some kind of skateboarder or something. Something along those general lines. Oh, Jay Allen, you used your high lumen flashlight and you can tell there's something good in your double rip card. But, well, what is it? Aren't you going to tell us what it is? Because, I want to know what it is, man. Come on. That is long ball lore. It is Cecil Fielder for the Detroit Tigers. We will see quite a few of those long ball lore. Tattoo artist, celebrity, that's a skyscraper, which is technically reach for the sky, but I'm just generally going to call them skyscrapers or sky or something like that, rather than saying reach for the sky every time or whatever it is. No, Robert, he is not a Yankee. He is definitely not a baseball player. So, again, celebrity, non-baseball celebrity. So he is not a baseball player. So that goes to the non-baseball celebrity category, as does that one we just looked at there. So, of course, all that stuff, that's celeb. And there is down on the farm bale of hay. All that stuff, of course, is also detailed pretty explicitly in the listing description. Tells you exactly what is covered in that category and what is not. Celebrity, celebrity. Celebrity, celebrity. Down on the farm, a dog. Celebrity again, skyscraper. And another hit. And this is a framed mini relic. It's Alex Bregman for the Houston Astros. Let me get a few little sleeves out here. You said Spike Lee's autograph looks like a squiggly line on a card. Well, hey, it's no worse than some of the others we've seen in recent years anyway, but I think that's a pretty good that's a pretty solid hit from here. I expect I expect that'll pay for your bid on non-baseball celebrity, probably plus some digging, and a farmer down on the farm. Celebrity, I about went past her. And our third hit out of this box is a relic for the Cubbies. Mr. John Lester and the Chicago Cubs with a relic. Yeah, so Game 2 of the World Series went kind of like I thought Game 1 was going to go. There was another digging deep in that the Rays pitching kind of kept them going in the right direction, and the Dodgers went kind of the opposite way with their pitching. But listen, though, I have to tell you, a couple of guys there for the Rays that have not been playing well. I mean, like Lau, what up with that? What was his average? His postseason batting average before last night was like, what, 1 point something? I mean, it was horrible, horrible. And then last night, the guy, like, knocks in 2 home runs. So it's crazy. Sometimes these guys just do the unexpected. And, yeah, so Tampa Bay came back and evened it up 1-1 last night. After playing, I must say, rather miserably in Game 1. There is a Clayton Kershaw, speaking of, for the Dodgers, and that is our box loader. And pardon me for just a second, I am going to need to use my inhaler again. Just give me 1 second here. And we'll see if that doesn't maybe calm that down a little bit, hopefully. Oh, you're saying in the rip card is what looked like a squiggly line on a card. So you've got an autograph in your, an autograph in your rip card is what you're saying. I got you. Oh, you know what? That probably is. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should hold that, but that didn't feel thick enough to be a booklet. But, it is something really nice. I started to set it aside and hold it thinking, oh, we'll look at that later. Because the last time I thought it was something to hold back, it ended up being a rip card. So there I decided to open it, and in fact it is going to be something good. So I was right the first time. But that's all right. We'll look at it better in a minute. You probably already saw it, but we'll see it back in a second. So, oh, what is going on with chat tonight? It keeps giving me these messages. And I'm not touching it. The iPad is off to my left here, and it keeps saying, your chat is connected, your chat is disconnected, your chat is connected. What is going on? Is anybody else seeing that message too? Is anybody else having like right now, it just popped up and says, unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. But I didn't touch anything, and I've been connected to chat the whole time. So I'm very perplexed. YouTube must be having some strangeness. Of course, I guess if it's that way for everybody, you can't get in chat and tell me that anyway, can you? So maybe it is that way for everybody, since nobody's coming in there saying, oh, it didn't happen to me. So I guess the best we can do is hope it comes back on in a minute. I don't know. Stupid chat. Stupid YouTube. Well, let's fish our mini out of there. Well, now, there we go. We've almost got all the packs opened. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit out of the chat room on my iPad, and then I'm going to go back into the chat room on my iPad and see if that reconnects me, because I don't know if I'm the only one disconnected or if we're all disconnected. But if you're trying to tell me something and I can't see it, that would be a good, don't want to have that happen. Okay. All right, so I guess that's what it was, because now I'm back in here. But GP said yours has been doing that. Robert's hadn't been. Jay Allen's hadn't been. So there's only a couple of us that keep getting disconnected in chat. I happen to be one of them. I don't know why. All right, there is an Acuna A&G back for the Braves. Padres. Astros. A black border for the Mariners. Ichiro. A celebrity. 9 ways to first base. There's Max Muncy for the Dodgers. And there's one for the Yankees with Martinez. An A&G back for Brian Reynolds and the Pirates. The Braves, Warren Spahn. There's the Colorado Rockies. This is a black border for the Royals. One for the Yankees. Poor Whitey Ford died recently. Bugging out. Monsters live in the closet. A black border Pete Alonso for the Mets. Here's one for the Braves with an A&G back. Then we've got the Mariners with an A&G back, although he's been traded. The Yankees. My little Cincinnati Reds. Monsters live in a sewer drain. Still my favorite one for where monsters live is the sewer drain. It just is. Babe Ruth for the Yankees. And Booming Cities. Maybe the first one of those that we've seen tonight, possibly. So, yeah, my chat's still just disconnecting and connecting over there, just all by itself, just having a little party of some sort. As long as it keeps connecting back, I guess we'll be all right. And I may have to use my inhaler here again. Apologize, guys. Yeah, my asthma had been a little better. There's down on the farm pigs, because I had found some prednisone. Okay, I'll admit it, it was old. There's a digging deep. But listen, sometimes when you're suffering from asthma, you just got to do what you got to do. So I took the old prednisone, and it helped. And there's a digging deep. We saw a skyscraper a minute ago, too. And I thought had gotten me kind of over the hump into pretty good shape, but seems we're flaring up a little bit again tonight. So there you go. Might have to break down and go to that germy doctor's office if I can't get it sorted. But yuck, nobody wants to go into any kind of office where you have to sit and wait right now, do we? I don't think so. Well, this looks like it might be interesting. And it is for the Yankees. It is a framed mini autograph, Mike Toshman, which is not a guy you pull a lot, really. So, Yankees, that's a good one to add to your collection with the Mike Toshman. Come out of there now. Skyscraper, Celebrity. And that's the guy who, another guy, looks like he's a baseball player, just again, kind of the way he's dressed, but he's not. He's a BMX guy, a bike guy. Celebrity. Skyscraper. Celebrity. Well, hang on now. That whole group wanted to come right now, but some of them have to wait. This Farm, Celebrity, Skyscraper. Jay Allen says, I may have to just go in and get a breathing treatment. Yeah, I know. And for a long time, I have one of the machines here. They had given it to me or prescribed it to me or whatever. That's digging deep. Many years ago when I was younger, and I had more trouble managing it than I do when I'm older. And so I had one of those old nebulizer machines here. And I think we do still have the machine, but what I don't have is any of the stuff that goes in it. And of course, you got to have a prescription for that too. And even though my doctors know well that I have asthma, because I've had asthma, you know, they won't give you anything if you don't go in there. Celebrity. They very much like to, Celebrity, make their money. That is an advertisement card. There's a Farm Silo. And another digging deep. In fact, lately, they've taken to making me come in every X number of months before they'll even refill, like, my basic stuff, like my asthma medication. Just, you know, it's just so they can collect their copay, right? Because it was never like that before. It's only been that way recently. So we're going to have a couple of relics coming out here together towards the end. This is another one for the Yankees. And you have got a pinstripe relic with James Paxton. Oh, now your chat crashed too, Jay Allen. So it is a YouTube thing then. Obviously, we do have some kind of a YouTube chat issue happening. Another long ball insert. And this coming up is really nice. And it's the first one we've pulled all year. And it's the very category that I set up at the top. If anybody went hitless, it would be this category. But guess what? You're not going hitless tonight, because look what you've got. You have a presidential campaign pin relic from Bill Clinton, presidential term 93 to 2001. It is hand numbered to 25. So how about that? I mean, that's pretty cool, right? That is really hard to hit, okay? Really hard to hit that. That goes to, once again, our DNA and pin category. I combined those two together because DNA relics are hard to hit and the pin relics are hard to hit. So like many of our other things that have 2 or 3, you know, different minis combined or whatever, DNA and pin, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, were combined into one bidding category. And it usually doesn't hit. That's why, but you know what? This is the first night that I've said up at the top, you know, that one doesn't hit very often. And maybe that's what brought us some good luck. I don't know. Reverse psychology. We like faked out the mojo. I don't know. Anyway, it worked. We got one. So yay. That's another one that'll put a few dollars in somebody's pocket. Whoever's got that category. For the Cardinals, we have got a Yadi Molina box loader. For St. Louis. Oh, yeah, chat's hilarious tonight. Every time I look over there, there's just like a whole line of chat disconnected, chat successfully connected, chat disconnected, successfully connected. It's just back and forth, back and forth. So that seems like YouTube's having some weirdness since it's affecting most of us. It's not just me. That's good to know. That's when you always worry if it's just you. And you know, ever since my broadcast software completely crashed my computer, what was that, 2 nights ago? And like wiped out, oh, it was awful. It crashed everything, then Windows wouldn't reload, then the computer went into that self-repair mode, which took it like 20 or 30 minutes to get reloaded. And then I tried to launch the software again, and it wouldn't launch. And I ended up having to delete it and reinstall it. All that together took like 45 minutes, and it crashed, of course, right when I hit the button that said, like, initiate stream. And now this broadcast software had been giving me fits ever since the last update, a month or more ago, right up until the worst of it all, when it crashed all that stuff a couple nights ago. And don't you know that since everything crashed out, and I bought a new laptop, which isn't yet set up to go, but will be by Monday, ever since that big deal where it wiped out everything practically on my computer, it's been behaving like a model citizen. Yeah, it's been acting totally normal again. They tried to tell me it wasn't a bug in their software, but it definitely was. Because it didn't start till after their update, and almost every time they do a big update, it seems like I had problems. But never as bad as that one was. But now it's just working just like a charm, like it never broke a sweat a day in its life. Of course, that's after I drop a ton of money on a new laptop, only to find out it didn't have a place to connect anything but USB-C. So, you know, couldn't get the webcam, the mouse, the cooling pad, the extra monitor, nothing would connect to it. So then I had to go order some whole other thing. And that's here now, too. So, yeah, good times. Good times. Jay Allen says, chat disconnected. It's screwed. And then it's working, but mine's already disconnected 4 other times and reconnected. It's disconnected and reconnected 4 other times since you last typed chat's working. So yours might be, but mine is still on holiday. Oh, you say it's on strike because it's demanding a Bryce Harper autograph? Chat's on strike? Well, you said it demands it. I'm just saying it's on strike because, you know, it's dropping out and all. Okay, there is Mike Messina and the Orioles, the Cincinnati Reds, and my man Sparky Anderson, the Braves, Houston Astros, followed by the Braves again, and the New York Yankees. There's a black border for the Twins with Killebrew. Here's a black border, Kansas City Royals with Soler. Monsters Live Under the Stairs. And Safari Sights, a hyena. Yeah, learned too much about them in The Lion King, didn't we all? Yeah, they appear to be quite mean. The Yankees, this is a non-baseball celebrity that was also a black border. The Orioles, here's another celebrity. It's an A&G back. There's a babe for the New York Yankees. The Astros, Monsters Live in the Swamp. Astros again. The A's, the Phillies, Tampa Bay Rays, Monsters Live in an Old Trunk. And then we have the Giants, and we have our first Citadels and Safe Holds of the night. So, there you go. That's our minis out of this one. Oh my gosh, Jay Allen, you've never seen The Lion King? Wow. I'm surprised. I don't know. Somehow I just thought everybody had seen The Lion King 800,000 times. But I guess not. I haven't actually seen it 800,000 times either. But we've definitely seen it a lot. And yeah, hyenas are mean. Skyscraper. Celebrity. I feel like a hit. Ah, because it is a hit. It's one of our rip cards. Woohoo! And it is Yadi Molina. It's numbered to 99, and it is a rip for the St. Louis Cardinals. I expect that we're going to find, I would think we will find another rip in this half case as well, since we didn't hit any in the first half of the case. But, of course, you kind of never know. But that's what I would think. There was a celebrity, a digging deep again. And celebrity. Oh, that debut to remember there for Tiant. We pulled one of his autographs out of Archive Signature Series, maybe it was, earlier this year. I think it was. Celebrity and dogs on the farm. Or a dog on the farm. Maybe not dogs, plural. Celebrity. Skyscraper. Bale of hay on the farm. What'd you say there, Jay Allen? You said, what is the Lion King, that show on Netflix? No, the show on Netflix is the Tiger King. That's like a documentary about a crazy dude, basically, that owned a roadside zoo, and another lady who might be equally crazy who has a big cat rescue group on the farm tractor. The Lion King is a Disney movie. There's Celebrity. And it came out. There's Digging Deep. I don't even remember how long ago Lion King came out. Years ago. Probably in the 80s, I guess. I don't know. And that was the animated version. And then it went on to become a Broadway show for a long while. And then most recently, Disney remade it as a live-action version of the original animated version. But I haven't seen the live-action version. A farmer on the farm. McCutcheon, Andrew. So the Phillies bringing one to Jay Allen with the little Kutch relic. Oh, GP says the Lion King came out in 94. Okay, so I was a little off in my timing. I was thinking it was the late 80s, but apparently it was the mid-90s. So see, there you go. It was off. For the Toronto Blue Jays, it is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with a relic for Toronto. Skyscraper. Skyscraper again. Celebrity. Digging Deep. Celebrity. And that one is in the books. So we are now halfway done. We've opened 3. We have 3 left to go in this particular break. Robert wants to know if anyone collects the Project 2020 cards. I do not, Robert, but I don't know about anybody else. GP says he's thought about collecting them. So, are you collecting them, Robert? Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays. That's our box loader out of box number 4. Jay Allen, what is issue price? He says he likes them, but he would never pay issue price, but I don't even remember what issue price is. You get them on eBay for $2 and $3. Okay, Robert got in a big stack of them today. Well, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff is really nice. Like some of those living set that will just, I guess, go on forever from Topps is another one that's nice. And, you know, maybe if you'd gotten in on the ground floor, some of those really early cards with the lower print runs have acquired some value. But of course, here's the thing. There's no guarantee, like anything else, whether something's going to go up or go down, whether it's new or whether it's old. But they are kind of nice. It's just, it is a commitment. Because once you get going on some sets like that, you don't want to stop, because then you got a big hole in your collection, and the next thing you know, they've got you spending a lot of money. GP says they're $20 each, roughly. Yeah, okay. And Robert says the issue is usually about 16. So, okay. So, there you go. You collect 3 artists and then just the others you like. Well, see, now that's a good way to do it. So you're not trying to chase every single one. You just want to get the ones that are the particular artists that you like the best, or the occasional oddball one that you happen to like the design. That's a lot more manageable. I could see doing that. But it would, if you tried to get every single one, man, that would rack up a bill and a half in a hurry before you even realize it, really. Because that's how they get you on a lot of that stuff. You know, like on the Topps app, for instance. And I always swore, for years I swore, oh, I'm never going to spend any money on there. I'm always just going to do just whatever's free. And of course, over the years, they've made anything you'd really want so hard to get that you end up spending some money. But you always tell yourself, well, it's not that much, you know, because, oh, you might only be spending $1 a day or $2 a day or something like that. And then some days you don't get anything, whatever. But when you sit down and look at it over what it would be over the course of a year, I mean, it adds up to be a decent amount of money. And that's always how they get you, because the initial amounts are like, oh, it doesn't seem like it's that much money. But they know we get addicted, and then we're stuck. Cardinals, A's, Astros, Mariners, Safari Sights, a crocodile. Safari Sights has done well tonight. Some nights they don't get but 1 or 2. I think they've already had 3 or 4 tonight. The Angels, the Dodgers, 3 maybe. There's a black border for the Twins. And then we have one for the Marlins, the Tampa Bay Rays, monsters living in a cave, the Orioles, Cardinals, Cubbies, Twins, a black border for the Astros. This is the Expos, and I should point out, for anyone who might not be aware of this, the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. There's one for the Rockies, the Marlins. There's the Blue Jays. We've got monsters in a dark tunnel. I felt like something was stuck behind it, but it wasn't. The Texas Rangers, the Astros again, and a Safe Hold and Citadel, Edinburgh Castle. So, yeah, what was I going to tell you? I don't know. I was going to say something and it just completely went out of my head. So, guess it doesn't matter. Whatever it was. Does not matter. That is Celebrity. And that was Celebrity, too. It was a tattoo artist guy. Digging Deep. Celebrity. Down on the farm, a garden on the farm. Skyscraper. Celebrity. An irrigator on the farm. Behind that, yes. Celebrity digging. Celebrity. And a Lucchese relic for the Padres. So San Diego has a little relic. Skyscraper. There's a long ball insert. Advertisement. And a combine on the farm. Oh, I just looked over there and saw that Robert says he's got 75 or so. That's a lot of those. That's nicely done, especially considering that you have it pretty curated to specific artists. I bet that's pretty cool to look at. Was Celebrity, and the rest were The Norm. Okay. Celebrity, Skyscraper. Celebrity, Celebrity. Oh, yeah, Jay Allen, you did buy those farm in one of the categories, didn't you? Earlier on. And that was a Digging Deep. Because you were after the quartz relic, right? Or one of the relics, if it wasn't quartz, one of the Digging Deep relics. Colorado Rockies and Brendan Rodgers with a relic. A cow on the farm. Digging Deep. Celebrity. Haven't seen a lot of non-baseball celebrity stuff tonight. Now it was Skyscraper and Celeb. As you know, usually there's a reasonable number of relics and autographs for that category. Maybe it's just going to be the one tonight. You never know. Of course, it was a good one, but maybe that's it. Who knows? Dustin Pedroia for the Red Sox, a relic. Okie dokie, box number 5 of 6. Oh, GP, you're missing one farm card? Oh, man. Isn't that the worst? Like, you do a break and you're trying to get the whole set of something like that, of which there are not an unreasonable number of them to come across, and you think, yeah, in a half case, I'll probably get all those. And then you miss one. I mean, that's the way that stuff works sometimes, but it's so frustrating when it does, right? Okay, there is Javi Baez for the Cubbies. Box loader. Robert said one was enough, and Jay Allen says I've jinxed us. Oh, no, don't say that. Here's our hot box. Woohoo! So, yeah, most of the things in here are the parallel. However, the inserts, they don't print with the parallel. So, like the down on the farms and stuff like that will look like normal. But all of your minis look like normal. But your other cards, of course, have the hollow foil type finish on the front as part of the hot box. Too hot to handle. And apparently a wrapper that's too hard to open. GP says, yay, 5 teams in a hot box. Well, it does help when you have multiple teams, doesn't it? It definitely increases your odds of taking home something that you like. Wow, that wrapper like boomerang back and stuck to my hand. That was crazy. Maybe I'm already getting static. It's too early in the year for that. Surely not. Yeah, Jay Allen says they should do the minis too. Well, I've always wished they would just do all of them. The minis and the inserts and the whole thing when they do the hot box. I wish they would just make every card in the hot box a parallel, but I'm sure it has to do with cost and the way everything is put together, but it's fun that they do it. I'm glad they do it. It would be nice if all the cards were that way, but I'm happy that even any of them are, because it's a nice little change of pace, and you know there's only one per case, so there's not as many of them. Gives them a little extra oomph in the collectability category, so I like them. And then, well, yeah, I guess that's right. It would still be, even if they did the inserts and things, they would still be as I would say then it would be, it wouldn't be as rare if they did the inserts and the minis in the hot box, but it really would be. Because it would still only be one per case, so I don't know where I was going with that. Robert, you pretty much just buy the Yankees in breaks. Oh, well, if you've got the Yankees in a lot of products, we've had a nice hit here tonight too, but in a lot of products, the Yankees are kind of on the pricey side, I'm sure you know, but often they hit pretty well in things, so if to have a team that you like, that's a good one to have. Under the Stairs, Monsters. Then we've got Darryl Strawberry there for the Mets. There's a Celebrity, an Arizona Diamondback, Monsters in an Old Trunk. Rod Carew for the Angels on that one. The Texas Rangers, the Oakland A's, Cubbies, Monsters in the Swamp, and Celebrity with an A and G back. The New York Yankees, 9 Ways to First Base. And that was the Oakland A's, the Braves, the Mariners. This is, Safari Sights, a Cheetah. So yeah, Safari Sights has hit quite a few tonight. Some nights I don't hit this many, I don't think. I've had a pretty good little run so far tonight. Pirates, a black border for the A's, the Cubbies, Kansas City. Aw, black border Johnny Bench for my Cincinnati Reds. You know I love that. And then a Boston Red Sox, Move On. It's our minis out of box number 5. Oh, hang on one second. I thought I just stacked something on top of something I didn't mean to stack it on, but I guess I didn't. I guess we had it right to begin with. Okay. Hot Box Central. Skyscraper. And, of course, again, our inserts, like the Field Generals and whatnot, are sadly still plain. That was a Celebrity. There went another Expos that went by. That's a tattoo artist. So, again, just who is a celebrity. Just remember, any Expos go to the Nationals because cards always stay with their franchises. Celebrity. Down on the Farm, a Farmer. A Celebrity. Digging Deep. Celebrity. So, yeah, that's how that works. Expos to the Nets. And a relic for the Oakland A's, Ramon Laureano. Jay Allen says, the Monsters love that trunk. GP, I'm reading back up ahead there. I missed a little bit of chat. You said their Yankees have an unusually unfair amount of inserts in this set compared to every other team. Well, there's definitely some products digging deep that are heavy on certain teams. And a lot of times, that's Celebrity, the high-end products, the Yankees do really well in those often. That was Celebrity, and she is the Indians. You can see them on the... And it says on the back she was a coach for the Indians. So we looked her up the first time we ran across her to make sure. Farm Tractor, Celebrity. So yeah, digging deep. The Yankees are expensive to buy though. Celebrity, Skyscraper in most breaks, not in every break, of course. Advertisement, but in many of the breaks. So it helps that you have a decent number of hits because a lot of times you've got to cover a pretty good little chunk there in purchase price often. Bale of Hay down on the farm, and a dog on the farm. But of course, it's not always the Yankees. Sometimes products are skewed heavily towards different teams than the Yankees. It's not always them, so. Skyscraper. And an autograph. Looks like it's going to be a Minnesota Twin, but let me get this cleared out of there and we'll grab him and see. Unstatic him from the card that's behind him. So we're doing well with the ink tonight, and this is a framed mini autograph for the Minnesota Twins, Mitch Garver. So that makes Minnesota happy. GP, you have the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, see, that's my team. I love the Reds. I love the Reds. My little Cincinnati Reds. They're just terrible, and they have been for years. But I love them anyway. All right, here's another one for the Yankees. Speaking of, that is a CC Sabathia relic, pinstripe relic. So the Yankees have at least relic and autograph so far. There's a Digging Deep, Skyscraper, and that ends up box number 5, our hot box. Bringing us into our last box of the night and our last box out of this particular case, because this was the back half of the case. So our next break of Allen Ginter, which, I don't know, probably be sometime next week, we will crack open a new case. That's how that's going to work. Some people don't care about that. Some people do, so I usually just kind of try to let you know what's what with that sort of thing. So the only small one that we hit tonight, one single in 43 box loader. And look who it is. Nice. For the Angels, Mike Trout. So there you go, Angels. Cute little box loader card there. Oh man, look at that. I went over there to tap the screen and keep the laptop from going into sleep mode, and I knocked over a whole bunch of stuff. Wasn't that special? Not special. J. Allen, what did you say about a stacking error? What did I do? What did I stack wrong? I don't know. Something about a stacking error. You gotta tell me what, though. GP, you're a 4th generation Yankees fan, but you have my Reds tonight. Oh no, so do you not love my Reds? The guy you normally break with has the insert breakdown by team. Gotcha. You know you can, I'm sure you do know this, but you can get that online. There's several different places that post that information. If you ever want to go look it up just before you know, when a product's first coming out and you want to familiarize yourself with it or whatever. I generally go to groupbreakchecklists.com. I don't know why they had to put the S on the end of it. So it's not checklist.com, it's checklists with an S. So groupbreakchecklists.com, which is just hard and weird to say. So you would, they probably didn't think of that when they made that website, or I bet they would have left that last S off. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of websites that do that sort of thing, and you probably know about them all already, but in case you don't, they are there, and they will break them out by team and whatnot. Now, they're not always 100% right, because sometimes, I mean, they are when it is a checklist provided by Topps or Panini or whatever, they're generally going to get that right, because they've taken it right off the checklist. But sometimes when you get to Leaf products, which don't list a team or a team logo or anything like that on it because they're unlicensed, it just depends on how the breaker does it. Like I do it to current team. And sometimes when you get on those aggregate websites, they don't go back and reflect trades and things like that in products that are of that nature, that don't list a specific team name or team logo. So they can be dicey to use on those kinds of products, but they work really well for Panini and Topps and stuff. So GP, you have been trying to get a Thurman Thomas Hotbox base card, and you haven't had any luck. Oh, man. I'm sorry. That's a drag. Oh, way back, you said I stacked something wrong. Oh, yeah, way back. Yeah, you're right. I did think I had stacked something on top of something I didn't mean to stack it on, which it wouldn't have mattered. Obviously, I've got to sort it all anyway. I just try to keep certain things separate because it makes it faster and easier when it is time to sort it. So that's all. For the Phillies, a black border. There's one for Celebrity. There's a black border for the Cincinnati Reds, the Diamondbacks. Here comes a buggin' out, and that one was a dragonfly. The Padres, monsters under the bed. The Red Sox, Brewers, Oakland A's, Diamondbacks, Pirates, another safari site. Very cool. Zebra. Some people say zebra. It was the Braves, the Kansas City Royals, the New York Yankees, Giants, a black border Kansas City Royal, the Dodgers, the Angels, Marlins, a Citadel and Safehold Castle, Conway Castle or something like that. The Angels, and the last mini of the night, monsters live in the attic. Yes, they do. What about Thurman Munson? I just see you typed in Thurman Munson. What about Thurman Munson? You're looking for his base card too? His Hotbox base card too? There was another Celebrity. There's Skyscraper and a tattoo artist. You wouldn't think that would be that hard to hit, but I guess relatively speaking it is. Celebrity, since there's only one hot box per case, and obviously not every base card is represented in every box. Down on the Farm Pig, Celebrity. So I guess it probably is harder than you might imagine. There's a Digging Deep that went by. So we are trying to get Last Box Mojo in play here, by the way, to get us some super special hits out of this last box. We're going to try anyway. Celebrity, and we have an autograph. Let me just clear this other stuff off and get a little sleeve and put it in there. Okay, we have got Michael Chavis. Well, how about that, Red Sox? So you've got a cool looking framed Michael Chavis that just so happens to be numbered to 25. If I get the light right, you can probably see the numbering. It's kind of hard to see sometimes on these darker cards. But anyway, mini framed autograph Michael Chavis to 25, Boston Red Sox. Out of our last box. Digging Deep. Celebrity again. Celebrity advertisement. Digging Deep. Celebrity. Skyscraper. And a non-baseball celebrity relic. A professional poker player, Tony Dunst. Probably not a bad way to make a living. High pressure, I guess. But probably not a bad way to make a living if you really think about it. Celebrity. Celebrity again. Did you hear all that commotion? I think the cats are into something then. Celebrity. There's a Down on the Farm, a barn. My mother, there's a Down on the Farm chicken. My mother's cat passed away back, gosh, it's been a while now. Probably like 8 months ago or something. It's been a good long while. Anyway, she gathered up a bunch of her toys and brought them over here to my cats with Celebrity and Skyscraper. But I didn't want them to, have them all at once. Skyscraper. So they're in a bag downstairs, and we were trying to kind of keep them out of them and just dole them out here and there. But it sounds like that somebody just jumped in the middle of it. But I don't know if that's really what happened, and nobody's telling me. So I don't know. I'll have to find out. Hopefully somebody stopped them anyway. Hopefully I'm not the only one that heard that. It was Digging Deep, Celebrity, Silo on the Farm. And our last hit is a relic for the Twins, Willens. Okie dokie. So there we go. That is our break. Now we're going to do our recap. After we do the recap, we will take a look once again at your shipping date, your anticipated shipping date, and what's coming up in the days ahead and all that fun stuff. So, all right. The very first one we saw tonight, it goes to the celebrity category, and that is Mr. Spike Lee, Director Spike Lee. The Minnesota Twins relic. Sorry, I can hear that totally rolling across the hardwood downstairs. They have definitely given the cats some of those toys. There is a poker player relic for non-baseball celebrity. Here is our mini framed autograph numbered to 25, and that's Michael Chavis for the Red Sox. And I don't know, that might be the first black border auto we've pulled this year, but I wouldn't swear to it. CC Sabathia with a nice relic for the Yankees that has a pinstripe in it. Then I have a framed mini autograph for the Twins, Mitch Garver. Ramon Laureano relic, Oakland A's. The Red Sox get a relic for Pedroia. And the Rockies and Brendan Rodgers taking home a relic. Lucchese for the Padres. Toronto Blue Jays with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The Philadelphia Phillies with Kutch. Another Yankees pinstripe relic. This one is James Paxton. A Yankees mini framed autograph, and that one is Mike Toshman. Then John Lester with a relic for the Cubbies. An Alex Bregman mini framed relic for the Astros. We only had one rip card, and it's numbered to 99. It's Yadi Molina. I kind of thought we'd have two, but maybe we didn't get the other one because, well, we got this instead. Woohoo! And this, of course, goes into our pin relic DNA category. It's obviously a presidential pin from the Clinton administration. It's hand numbered to 25. And listen, these are super, super, super hard to pull. So if you've got that category, congratulations to you. That was a nice hit. Alrighty, let's take a little stroll through our spreadsheet info one final time for those of you who might not have caught this earlier. Let's give you the 411. So I'm anticipating that what we open tonight should be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. That is always plus or minus a day. So if things go exceedingly well, I might be able to get it out ahead of Monday. And if things go, not as planned, which does happen sometimes, then it might go a day later. But generally speaking, I think it will probably be Monday. I don't think we're going to need to send any consolation cards tonight since that DNA pin relic category hit. So, woohoo! We don't have to worry about that. The days ahead look like this. Tomorrow we have a new release. It's XR Football. We're going to open a 15-box case of that. Saturday and Sunday are both going to be off nights. We'll come back on Monday and open an 8-box half-case break of Chronicles Baseball. And even though it's break number 3, it is the back half of the case. Tuesday, we're going to do an all-memorabilia night where we will open a 4-box case of 2020 Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets and a 5-box case of 2020 TriStar Game Day Great Series 3 autograph football jerseys. So that is how that is working. And yeah, I think that's it for me tonight. So thank you once again for being here. I appreciate it very much. And Robert, thank you for picking up our orphan teams, the ones that were hanging out there unpaid. Appreciate that as well. So I hope everybody has a great night. I would love to see you again tomorrow or anytime that you want to stop by and keep me company. I always like having the company. So Thank you. Stay safe and happy and healthy. Go vote. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye now.